So I'm going to do a... this fanfiction idea was actually voted on over on my Patreon. And as always, if you guys like to be part of future Patreon requests, Patreon requests, that's the third tier. But if you guys want to be part of like the voting and whatever, as well as check out movie reviews and episode reviews of certain shows, just hit the link in the description box below. Hit the first tier, that'll allow you access to do so. We're going to talk about this one that was actually, it was a Conan the I posed the question for a Conan the Barbarian crossover. And it actually was, looked like Predator was going to run away with it, but this one won by one vote, and that is Kong. So, yes, we are getting I'm going to be doing a Conan King Kong crossover. So I want to thank everyone for voting on this one. This was a lot. This sounded like a lot of fun to do, and I was kind of hoping this would be the winner. I was really hoping this would be the winner of the poll. Although there was a part of me, because the other ones were Tarzan, The Shadow, Warhammer Fantasy, and of course Predator. The one I was hoping to, but it got not a single view. The one I was kind of really also hoping for was Mars Attacks, because Mars Attacks Conan would be kind of awesome. Anywho, let's get sorry, I spaced out. God, I need sleep. Anyway, so let's get started with the video. So the story begins as any other Conan story would. He's basically in a tavern, drinking and spending the money from a recent adventure, and just kind of enjoying the companies of women. However, during the night in this city, what happens is raiders from the coast come in and just start snatching people up, like left and right. They just start abducting people, and Conan is among them. Although Conan wakes from his slumber and says that no one may touch me, even if they wish, and just starts slashing his way through them. However, these people who are like dressed in like wooden armor and have spears and bows and arrows, they basically are like, this one has fight. He will make a great a great sacrifice. And Conan goes, if you wish to sacrifice me, you may as well kill me right now, because I'm not going anywhere. And they're like, oh, you will. And Conan gets struck by several sleeping darts repeatedly all over his body, and forcing him to succumb to sleep, leading him to like wake up on a boat where several other men and women have been captured. And one person is like, dude, you may as well have just, you're awake. They're glad. I've been hearing they're really glad at the thought of you being awake. And he's like, what does me being awake have to do with any of this? And they're like, if you knew where we were going, friend, you'd kill yourself right now. So the guy tells Conan about, like, I've heard rumors about these people. They're like from a kingdom called a wayward island called Skull Island, and they have a race of gods that they sacrifice their people to. And Conan's like, I have fought with gods before. This is going to be no different. I promise you, this is just going to be, a walk in the park. Like I do not fear anything. And the other guy's like, all right, well, nice knowing you. So the Skull Islanders unpack their ships, and Conan is among them, and they're all like chanting to their gods, the Kong. So through the Kong, Conan is like taken away, tied up, and he is like, I don't know what this god is. Like, I have no idea what this god being is, but he will not he will not hear a Crimean beg for mercy. Instead, this Crimean is going to make you beg for mercy. So yeah, Conan is just like is like, bring it on, bring it on. And sure enough, when Kong is sacrificed, Conan is about to face this god. He actually encounters the Kong, one of the Kong. And I say one of because this is the time where the Kongs were still multiplied, like they were multiple. So it's not just one, more Kongs arrive. And and Conan is just like, these things are like giant apes. Holy shit! So Conan is taken, and the reason why they're like these Kongs are taking instead of women, just women, because they are sacrificing women to the Kongs, but the men and women, is because these Kong, they can't really like specify yet. Like the Skull Islanders can't really decide if the Kongs prefer the men or the women, so they just kind of sacrifice them all and are very indiscriminate about them, so long as they believe their gods are sated with flesh. However, the Kongs like grab Conan, and he immediately like attacks it by biting the Kong so hard it actually like is like jolts back, like what the fuck? And Conan is just like, come beast, come and face a true warrior. So the Kong, now enraged, attacks Conan. Conan tries to fight back, but he's like, I have no sword, I have nothing. But Conan is not, Conan is strong, but he's also smart. So that's when Conan travels deep into Skull Island with the Kong chasing after him. This is when he also encounters raptors. He battles them with his own hands, and he's just like, Crom, these things are stronger than lions. He encounters a herd of Triceratops. He actually encounters all these different dinosaurs, and he's just like, what kind of devils and dragons are upon this island? But none of that compares to meeting Ga. Yep, Ga is here, and he sees Ga slaying his way through multiple Kong. So, as Conan is watching the Kongs get killed left and right by Ga, he has this moment of, whatever, these may be gods, but this must be their devil, and he actually, like, has this moment of, well, shit, I feel like I should probably help them. Like, he has this just absolute moment of, these creatures maybe aren't monsters, and perhaps, maybe I should assist, maybe I should help them, because if this thing ever got off the island, it could just kill everything. So Conan proceeds to try to assist one of the Kongs as it's trying to valiantly fight alone and keep its family troop safe from Ga. So Conan basically intercedes, and essentially what happens is that Conan climbs up atop a tree. He forged a spear and calls out to Ga, saying, turn and face me, devil. Turn and face a true son of Crom. And Ga just turns over and immediately sees this flying spear strike it in the eye. Ga's just crying out in pain and trying to pull the spear out, giving the Kong leader to charge and attack Ga and do battle with him and force to fight him off. Of course, Ga does escape into the jungle wounded, and one day will return to slay the other Kongs. But for now, this is a victory. Seeing that Conan assisted them, the Kong actually lets Conan go, and from there, Conan spends another 2 weeks upon Skull Island, still hunting and killing dinosaurs, but he is feeding off of them, and also the Kongs leave him be and actually give him protection from T-Rexes and whatnot. It isn't until later that Conan forges a raft and makes his way home back to civilization. So there you go, guys. That is the Conan Barbarian Kong story. You guys tell me in the comments below, what'd you guys think of it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.